Yo, yo, what's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. Let's see what this guy Keyshawn Davis talking about right quick. Keyshawn Davis gets a unanimous decision versus um, what's his name? Nahir Albright out of Philadelphia. This was a rematch, as a matter of fact, and Keyshawn Davis does his thing, man. Puts his punches together, goes to the body. The aggressive fighter. He won. He won damn near every round in this fight. You know, let's hear what he's saying. Let's hear. Let me find out. So what I'm really interested in hearing is where he's gonna stay at, as far as which weight class. That's the thing with these in the last few years, these new boxers in and around this. It's like they not they're not strictly staying at one weight class and dominating it. You know, it's like they picking and choosing which division to fight at so as to avoid the biggest and best fighter in that division, you know. And it's guys like Tank Davis who started that stuff, you know, when he would go up to like 147 and fight a guy like Mario Barrios, who was a interim or regular champ at the time, but Tank wouldn't fight the best fighter at, or excuse me, okay, yeah, 147, you know, or but he wouldn't fight the best fighter at 140, who at the time was like a guy like what's that guy from Scotland's name? I'm forgetting his name right now. Josh Taylor. You know what I mean? So Keyshawn Davis, he had missed weight yesterday at the weigh-in. He went back, attempted two more times to get back to get to 140, and he got it. I believe he got it. I don't know. This guy's weight is yo-yoing up and about, and you know, I don't know if this fight was necessary. Was this fight really necessary? They fought the first time. Keyshawn Davis won that fight. The judges had it close, but you know, it got discovered that he had tested positive for marijuana, for weed. So they called it a no contest. You know what I mean? So I guess that's why they did this rematch. And of course, the fact that Nahir Albright beat Keyshawn Davis' brother. I think Keon Davis, I believe that's his name. You know what I'm saying? But Keyshawn is, to me, he's above fighting guys like Nahir Albright, and no, big up Nahir Albright. You know, he put himself in this position to fight as a headliner versus Keyshawn. But Keyshawn was just playing with that man, man. He was keeping his distance as far as the mid range, not really like staying out. He had his range right, you know, where he was letting his punches go, and he was staying out of range from excuse me, Nahir Albright, who is a guy who does let his hands go. You know, he's an active fighter in there. He's not just a counter puncher. You know, but Keyshawn Davis was throwing them overhand rights, left and right hooks to the body. He would work his way up from the body up to the head with combination punches. To me, he won every round in this fight. I believe round seven. Round seven, you know, what's his name? Albright was having some success a little bit, but you know he kept holding, you know, and anytime the man Keyshawn Davis wanted to get it popping, and Keyshawn Davis, man, body slammed the dude, man. He picked him up on some wrestling shit, real wrestling type shit. Lifted him up and threw that man down on the canvas. You know what I mean? He got deducted 2 points for that, so that was a 10-8 round. Yeah, I mean, a round that Keyshawn Davis lost. But other than that, in the 11th and the 12th, Keyshawn Davis, a good puncher, puts his punches together and just try to get this guy up out of there. You know what I mean? And he damn near did in the 11th and definitely in the 12th. He hurt him in the 12th, but this was a wide domination by Keyshawn Davis. Now, is he staying at 140 or is he staying at 147? Or is he going to 147? This fight is to fight at 140. 140. You know what I mean? Isaac Cruz is there. He could get a fight with what's his name? What's the guy from DC name, man? Lamont Roach. If he wants to go up there and get a title, you got Dalton Smith. You know what I mean? I believe he has a WBC belt. So there's fights for him to be made out there. What's the guy? I'd love to see him fight Gary Antoine Russell, man. Make this joint. What is it? Capital Heights, Maryland versus Norfolk, Virginia, man. Not necessarily the DMV, but definitely, a strong African American communities in both. Put that fight in Washington D.C. Now the MGM at the National Harbor a little too small, man. 3,500 ain't gonna cut it. They're gonna have to put that somewhere like I don't know where the Wizards play at, Capital One Arena. You know what I mean? You know, I'd love to see that fight. That should be a fight Keyshawn Davis should be trying to get popping. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's going that route, man. The way I'm seeing Keyshawn right now, he's just looking for. I'm not sure when he's going for a world title. It's like he got satisfied with that 135 title he had for when he beat the guy Baranchik, and he hasn't done anything of significance ever since, man. And I was high on this guy at one point in time. You know what I mean? I believe he was a champ when he was like 13-0 or 12-0 or some shit. You know, is he going to 147? Could the man Keyshawn Davis be go fight? Could he go to 147? There's fights to be made. Yeah, Devin Haney. That's a guy he don't like, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's not gonna fight guys like Shakur Stevenson at 140, the WBO champ. But 147, man. There's a Lewis Crocker. You know, there's fights with Rolly Romero, Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Jack Catterall, O'Connor Ben. I think Conor Ben's gonna be fighting Ryan Garcia at some point, possibly this year. You know, but we'll see what Keyshawn Davis does, man. But I'm not sure how hungry he is right now. Maybe he's not motivated for these little fights he's been having where he hasn't been making weight. It's crazy, man. The man comes up in weight and he can't even make weight when he comes up. I don't like that, man, and it's really putting me off on this guy, man, and hopefully he could do better. B Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know in the comments section who would you like him, Keyshawn Davis, to fight next. Africa. What's his name? Uh, Hitchinson. Hitchinson. What the fuck happened to him, man? I haven't heard from that guy since he got up out that fight with the Oscar Duarte. You know what I mean? What happened to Richardson? He was an IBF champ at a time. Did they strip him? They probably did. Maybe he moved up to 147. See, these guys are not serious, man. They're not even trying to conquer their division. They just like talking on online. You know. Last I saw Keyshawn Davis before the night, and this of course the weigh-in. He was talking crazy to the Abdullah Mason. You don't even make weight at 140. Like, what are you doing? Just go get yourself a strap, become a two-way champ, and cut it out with these weak ass fights. Be March Boxing. What's up, man? Rachel's in the chat. How you doing, Rachel? Yeah, man. Be Marsh Boxing. I'll catch you guys on the next one. If you're new to the channel, please share and subscribe. Hit the like button. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gone. Peace.